Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking for a yes, no, or maybe answer. And we're asking your guides and your angels to advise about a yes, no, or maybe situation, a yes, no, or maybe answer for your current situation. And I have a very strong flavour around the readings today. It's why I'm doing the yes, no, maybe, that for some of you there is actually maybe an important decision to make. But that's what was coming through. It doesn't surprise me because on the day of these readings, it's a quarter moon, which is always about review and often decision making. So while we are sitting in this energy, we are going to ask your angels, your guides, for a yes, no, maybe answer, and I'm going to try and get as much information as I possibly can for you. So, welcome everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing community, and welcome if you are new. It is just wonderful, and I'm truly humbled to be reading for you and connecting with all of you. So, beautiful souls, let me show you the cards, the angels, and we'll also do a Ask the Universe as well to see which pile is advised in case you are feeling as though you're not quite sure which pile or piles to go for today. So, for pile 1, we have Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. That is for pile 1. And pile 1 has the Tiger Eye Angel. That's for pile 1. Pile 2, you have the Traveller. Move in a new direction. That is for pile 2. And pile 2 has the Rose Quartz Angel. Really catching the light, actually. Wow. So that's pile 2. And pile 3, you have Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. This is for pile 3. And pile 3 has the Opalite Angel. Also beautifully catching the light. So those are our 3 piles and our 3 angels. And I'm going to leave the video running just for a few moments longer. I always do that for you guys in case you need a little bit more time. And then in a separate timestamp, I will put in the Trust the Universe bit so that you can see what the universe suggests. If you find you're drawn to maybe one card from, one of the piles, but an angel from another, it may be that there is, a message in each for you. I always think trust your intuition, and when in doubt, trust the universe. So, beautiful souls, I will see you either in the readings or in the Trust the Universe. Pick your pile for you in a moment. Okay, Moon Magic Super Souls, let's ask the universe to reveal your pile. I'm on my homepage of my website. We're not going to ask for a reading, but just for the pile for this reading. Pile 3 is the pile for today that the universe suggests. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. The timestamps are below, as always. I put them in the description and in a comment for you. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. Let's see what your other oracle cards are saying. Now we're going to ask Archangel Michael first. You have confidence. Okay, there's a prayer. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. What else do we have? Patience. I love this card. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Bat, see through the illusion into truth. Archangel Dorenka. And I'm seeing this one actually. Deep freeze. You have the card of deep freeze. How interesting. Okay. This is very fascinating. I actually think this is a yes. If we think about a yes, no, maybe, I think this is a definite thumbs up. I think it is a yes. I think you are being protected. You can proceed with something. You don't have to worry about something. However, I don't think it's a fast fix. It may even be as well that the climate around you is just not absolutely primed already for something with the deep freeze. It's a bit like trying to get a plant or something to grow in the middle of winter. It doesn't matter how much you water it. If the warmth isn't there yet, the sunshine isn't there yet, then it's not the right time. That's what I feel like. There's some sort of timing here. That's what I feel. I do think it is a yes, but it's a yes sort of... well, we'll get more cards. I almost want to say it's a yes, this is going to happen. So yes, this is a definite yes. But it's almost not quite yet, which is going to be very frustrating for some of you. I know I was doing a short the other day and I noticed in one of the comments somebody said, oh, not more waiting. So I'm guessing some of you have been waiting a long time. I don't think there's nothing to do, though. I don't think there's just a sit and wait and do nothing. I think you can nurture things. It's just maybe something is in process, or even maybe there's divine timing involved in this. So let's get more information. I do think it is a yes, if it was, that's what we're asking. Yes, no, maybe. So if you are making an important decision, this is saying yes, go ahead, have confidence. It's safe to lower your shields. Though it's interesting because the protection guardian, her energy is, she's like the divine feminine energy of Archangel Michael, hence the protection. And even though this card says drop your shields, it doesn't mean drop your shields and have no boundaries. It literally means drop any shields of fear. So drop defensiveness. Very distinct energy. And Archangel Michael says have courage and confidence. Because if you are defended because you're fearful of something, then there's a very specific resonance to that energy. Whereas what this remarkable guide angel does is to protect you through a force field of love. And it's impenetrable. Whereas, interestingly enough, a shield that's rooted in fear is penetrable, actually, because it's not of such a strong or high vibration. Now, let's get more information, more guidance, please, for my pile ones. What is this about for my pile ones, please? I think that's probably all for the moment. We can draw more if we need to. You have the 10 of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is like a helping hand coming in. Wow. You have the 9 of Cups. You have the 2, I thought I was going to say the 2 of Pentacles, but you don't. You have the card of Temperance. Sorry, I was about to say here am I, muddling all my words and muddling all my cards. I saw that it's the 2 of Cups I thought we were saying, but this is not. This is the card of Temperance, which is very heavenly guided. You have the card of the Fool. You have the card of the Awakening, which is the Judgment card. You have the World card. Wow. Oh, and you have the Wise One, which is the Hierophant. Wow. This is just stunning. This is a definite yes. Now, the energy around you is really interesting. Let's just tune in with that energy, because that's what I think we need to focus on. I think if you've come to this yes, no, maybe reading, that you are in a space where you're sort of do I, don't I over something. Do I proceed? Do I continue? And your reading is quite complex, actually. Firstly, in terms of your personal evolution, goals, transformation, absolutely. Because I think maybe there's a yes, no situation, and this is going to sound, I'm trying to get my wording right. It's kind of like I want to say yes, you can say no to something. Does that make sense? This is going to sound a bit topsy-turvy, but I know what I'm picking up on. It is literally like if you were, for example, wanting to move away from something, to move to something of a higher vibration, something that you think is worthy of nurturing. Yes, it's worthy of nurturing, and you're definitely moving away from anything of a lower vibration. There's a transition involved here. I think somebody's going to give you a helping hand, and that's when the timing is right. Patience. Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you think. Still, they need nurturing and patience. See through the illusion into truth. This is all about timing. There is something that you are desiring. For some of you, it's quite a long-term, big thing. I mean, you really want it. You know this is like something that would make you so unbelievably happy. Hence our Nine of Cups here. I mean, I'm seeing you really blossoming, flourishing. 10 of Pentacles, it's like the lottery win of the tarot. For some of you, it may even be that you are requiring some sort of financial advancement to be able to move towards something, to really invest in it. And you're questioning whether, if you haven't got that in place yet, whether you're meant to be moving forwards. One of those scenarios where you sit and you think, well, if the universe wanted me to have this, the universe would have delivered. I think the universe will deliver. But there is something that is just on pause for a moment. I don't know why, and I will see if I can get some more guidance and information about timings. But there definitely will come a point when you will know that the timing is ready for something to launch, to transform. But we definitely have a conclusion of something as well. And this is why I think maybe something can't quite flourish yet. It's almost like energetically, something can't quite flourish yet. The timing isn't quite right yet because something has to complete, a bit like a cycle of something. So, for example, when winter completes, we then move into, that period where we start to move into spring, and then things start to grow and you can nurture them. But while you are in winter, winter has to complete before the spring can come. The temperatures have to warm up for the ice to melt. So there's something here that needs to warm up a bit, it needs to run its course before you can fully emerge. I also wonder whether, seeing this little baby here in the World card, and the eye, maybe there is also something that you need to see before it can fully emerge. Again, it needs nurturing here with the baby. It may even be that you need nurturing. You need looking after. You need to look after you before you can really start to fly. It's like before you can spread your wings, I think there's some replenishment here. And there is great wisdom in taking time to just be still. I think there will be a time to launch forwards, but it isn't yet. Support is coming. Guidance, heavenly support, divine timing, all of these things are in play. Let's tune in and just ask a little bit more about the timing of this. Do you know, that's so funny. Just as I was drawing this, I had this magnificent urge to yawn. And I'm not particularly tired. It's not massively late in the day. I mean, it's the afternoon, but it's not massively late. But I had this profound urge to yawn. I do feel that maybe you are just needing to nurture yourselves. There'll be a time to get out there, but it isn't perhaps quite yet. You've got a Ten of Swords here, followed by the Hermit. I think you need to replenish. That's what I'm picking up on with this idea that something has ended. Something has actually ended, I think, for most of you. There is an energy of something that's ended, and a part of you, I think, just really wants to rush forwards, like to get it sorted, get it over and done with, get to the new. And I understand that, but I think something has sort of completed. I think it has completed already, and what you're actually doing at the moment is nurturing your transition. You're nurturing that in-between space where you are not yet, you've moved on from one thing, but you're not yet fully immersed in the next because it isn't ready to blossom yet. It will be. It really, really will be. Take some time out. Look after you. Just nurture yourself. Go with the flow. Be really gentle. Yeah, the time will come for you to step up. You've got the Emperor. Wow. And when you do step up, this is kind of almost like your guides and your angels are saying to you, look, there's going to come a time when the thing that you want to be really happening is seriously going to be happening. It's like you're it's like moving out of a womb place, a nurturing place, to being absolutely out there and visible. So because that's happening, now is the time to almost take advantage of being able to be still and relax and unwind kind of before you have to step up. Ten of Cups, magnificent. And the Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Transformation. She's one of my favourite energies in the pack. She really is. Yeah, this is those divine guidance. This is an absolute definite yes to the direction you want to go in. Yes to the something that you're moving towards. You can't make it happen quickly. I think it will happen quite fast when it happens. I think it can launch and be big, as it were, whatever that may be for you. Once it happens, once you're ready to sort of rise like the phoenix, you will. This is fab. But because something else, one chapter has closed, and so the next isn't quite there. Part of the reason it's not quite there is because you are in need of recovery and, just to recalibrate. That's the right word. You need to recalibrate. You've shifted from one thing to another. You need to be balanced, to rebalance, realign, recalibrate. Then you can launch forwards. I don't think it's a million miles away. I will check out because I think something has already finished. But you are needing a little bit of alone time. This would be like not rushing from the end of one relationship straight into the next. It would be like saying, do you know what? I'm just going to have some me time and then I'll move forwards and start dating again or whatever. It's this in-betweeny phase. And this is about looking after you. I think you are safe. You can drop your fear-based shields that say, I've got to go. It's like going from one job to another. If a job had completed and you're desperately searching for another, and maybe you've got another and you're really keen to get going, but actually they're saying, well, you have take a few weeks off. Well, take the few weeks off. When you do step into it, you can be fresh and ready. There is something to be released and just realigned. You have the Two of Pentacles, all about balance, and you also have the Chariot. Now, my question around these cards was about timing. I don't think you're looking too far ahead. The Chariot is quite an immediate energy in terms of sort of moving forwards. Do you, don't you? But moving forwards, overcoming challenges, making stuff happen. And the Two of Pentacles is balance. Actually, I suspect that the timing, because I do think there's a lot of divine guidance here, I suspect the timing in terms of this launching forwards will be almost dependent upon your replenishment. So if you take time out now and replenish and recharge, and you come back feeling really, really amazing, it's like it's your energy will be in such an amazing zone that every doorway will open, the ice will thaw, the spring will come early, the doors will open for you, the transformation happens, and off you go with great success. It is almost as though, it's rather sweet actually, it's almost as though the universe has put the energy of movement on hold deliberately so that you can look after you and replenish and recharge. And then, when you are replenished and recharged, when your batteries are recharged, then the universe will open the doors for you to massively move forwards in leaps and bounds. And that's what I'm seeing. So it is a yes to moving forwards. If you're still clinging to something that you've been saying no to, then it's a sort of a yes, say no. I get the impression you've already done that bit. It's this in-between space where something's concluded. You're in the in-between space. Now you need to recalibrate, look after you, and the moment that things are properly balanced and your energy is realigned, off you go. The ice melts and you're on your way. I think this is pretty exciting. So get to it, pile one. Go look after yourselves big time. That is what your angels and guides would like you to do. I love this. It seems just so nurturing and so supportive. Even the helping hand. Look at the way it's got a plant, a beautiful tree growing on it. Allow yourself to just get still. Be resilient. Put down roots like the tree. I think this is an essential piece of serious self-care is required at this particular moment with confidence and complete trust. And the moment you are energetically realigned and ready, the world will open for you. Pile one, this is your reading. Beautiful souls, as long as we are in eclipse season, which we are at the moment, and the energy is very intense, so I can see why it's going to be necessary to be replenishing, for all of us actually at different times, but especially for you. My tarot course is currently half price. Do check it out. This is in celebration of eclipse season, so if that's something that you're interested in, do go check it out. It's a really, really in-depth course, so hopefully you will enjoy. Tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Traveller, move in a new direction. And the Rose Quartz Angel. Rose Quartz is all about love, pure love. You have self-respect, okay, from Archangel Michael, with a beautiful prayer. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honouring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. Isn't that beautiful? Very, very interesting when it says move in a new direction with love. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. I think you are needing to move in a new direction because there is something around you that doesn't feel respectful enough. Here we go. Horse, care for others and let them be free. Archangels Mary and Christiel. I think this is also about freeing yourself, actually, whether you free yourself or free others. Horse is about empowerment. We have literally, at the time of doing these readings, just moved into the year of the fire horse. Wow. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you. I think you're seeing something and experiencing something in ways that you are... It's like recognizing when the energy of a situation or a circumstance no longer serves you. And so I think if you are asking about someone or a circumstance because you're sort of gut feeling, or just your actual feeling, your experience just feels like it's not really resonant with you, and you're thinking, should I leave this? I would say it would be a yes, leave. So it's almost like, would you say yes to continuing with something? No, you'd say no. We have Wizard of Awareness, yeah. I think you are being invited in this reading to listen to your own personal awareness. It's like all of the clairs, your own sensitivity, your own honesty, your own self-respect. I think some of you genuinely, and I'm really sorry that this is the case, but I think you may be in a circumstance where you know that somebody is not respectful. It's like when someone says sorry, but you kind of... It's like two people could say sorry to you. One person could really mean it, and the other one just doesn't. And you'll feel it. The words could be the same. They could even be portrayed in a similar way, but you know that this is not feeling right. You know, you've got that gut feeling that says this is not okay. And you're being asked to say no to anything that is not resonating with authenticity, that your gut feeling says this isn't right. If it isn't resonating with love, with respect... If you think of respect, I'm going to put my therapy hat on for a moment, actually. Quite some years ago, I wrote a book called 7 Steps to Spiritual Empathy. And it is a book that will literally teach you to listen to yourself, to listen to all of life. And it kind of helps you to really identify the core components of empathy. And one of them is respect. And respect, I've always described it, it's like an invisible boundary. If you can imagine that you have, when you meet another person, I'll just use these 2 cards as 2 people as an example. Let's say you've got 2 people. There's a space in between here, okay? Now, if these 2 people are mutually respectful of one another, the energy in between them is going to feel really good. Really, really good. But if one of these people is disrespectful, even though you can't visibly see it, it's tangible. You'll feel it. You know when someone is behaving or genuinely treating you with respect. When somebody says something to your face, but it's not what they're saying behind your back, you know that this is not a field of energy that is respectful, and you can feel it. And there is something around you, something in you that's encroaching in your field, or it's in your field because of a connection you have, either with someone or something, that is not respectful. It doesn't hold a high vibration. You're aware of it. I think you're considering what to do with it. And this reading would be say no to that. Say no to something that is not feeling right, that's not respectful. Move in a new direction. If you've already thought to yourself, I don't think this feels right, and you're asking your question, should I move in a new direction, then it would be a yes. But I think fundamentally this is almost like a yes, no, maybe reading about this energy. And I think this is the energy, this tangible energy that sits between you and either a person or a circumstance or a situation. That energy is not feeling right. It's not got love in it, or it's not got enough love. It could have obligation in it. It could have care. It could have all sorts of things. It could be somebody really putting upon you. In which case, let them go. Because actually, sometimes when we hold on to somebody because we are trying to care for them and they want us to care for them, we actually stop them from stepping up and discovering that they can actually do it for themselves. There's definitely something around this space of energy, of respect. And beautiful souls, if you are genuinely interested in really learning about empathy, I call it spiritual empathy. It's the real truth and purity of empathy on a spiritual level. Do check out my book. It is on Kindle as well. It's 7 Steps to Spiritual Empathy. It's literally designed to read it 10 minutes a day for 7 days. It's a really easy read. Let's move these cards along and draw some more, and then we will turn them all over, having used them, thank you so much, in a particular context, just to demonstrate something for us, which was really super lovely of the cards to show up and do this. You have the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Absolutely, this is such a confirmation. Something has been underhanded. Something isn't what it appears to be. And I think you're ready to put it down. 4 of Swords, literally. Lay your swords to rest. When you are meditating with the 4 of Swords, you know that you can feel that energy. It's when you get still, you can really, really feel it. You have the 2 of Wands. You have the King of Wands. You have the 10 of Swords. The Queen of Cups. The 3 of Swords. The 10 of Pentacles, wow. And then one last card, the Ace of Wands. Absolutely, 100%, 100% what's been coming through as the reading is unfolding. This is predominantly actually about saying no to something that is not resonating at a high vibration. It doesn't contain love. Find a new direction. It could be somebody who's manipulating, maneuvering. This is about empowering yourself and trusting how you feel and having the self-respect to say no to something that is not respectful. There's definitely been something that's underhanded. Now, if you look ahead rather than back, because there's also a message here that says, it's very interesting, the readings do seem to be a bit of a both yes and no, but I suppose if you contemplate what yes and no being 2 sides of the same coin, you know, when we say no to something unhealthy, we're actually saying yes to life. So this is like a saying yes to life and no to something unhealthy. You can absolutely, you are in a position of power. That's what I want to say with the horse as well. You are in a position of power and you have the right and ability to make the choices that are right for you. Even if somebody would prefer you to sort of stay as you are because it works for them. This is about you having the self-respect to say no to something and choose to move forwards. I think you can literally close the door, end something. Even with the 3 of Swords, look how this person has almost got like a bandage around their head, or you know, look at the release going on here out of this book. There's a release, there's an ending of anything, that there is something around you, circumstance, situation, it doesn't feel right. For some of you it's toxic, for others it just doesn't feel right. Gut feeling. This is a confirmation, I think. What is really lovely, I do actually think someone will give you a helping hand. Or if you're worried, let's say you were tangled in a connection and you were worried about resources and finances and those kinds of things. Well, this would suggest that what you need, maybe it's your energy, what you need will come to you with the 10 of Pentacles. The more you release, the more space there is energetically for you to invite good into your life. If you think of yourself like a pie chart, if a big chunk of you is still tangled or tied to something, then you're not, like your pie chart of energy isn't fully available for you to actually move forwards and receive all the good that can come to you. So there's a need for release here. But you're very much in charge of this decision, I think, more than someone else. This is very much you in charge of the decision. I don't think anybody else is curious. I don't feel anyone's forcing you to stay in a situation. And your angels and guides, of course, no reading ever tells you what to do. It's entirely up to you. You have personal free will and conscious choice. But I think your reading is actually saying to you, look, you do have choices and you don't have to stay anywhere where the energy that is lingering in a circumstance or a situation or a relationship, you don't have to stay with that if it doesn't resonate at the highest vibration of love. If it's not moving there, then move in a new direction. And the moment you release this, I think then the energy can come in so you can really start to grow and flourish. And I think that's what we're being shown here. So it is a saying no to something. It's also saying yes to a higher vibration of energy. Yes to your freedom from any kind of circumstance, situation, people, person that is not resonating in the highest vibration of love and is therefore not right for you. Wow, this is your yes, no reading, or yes, no, maybe, but there's no maybe about it, I feel, in this. And of course, as always, we know no reading will ever tell you what to do. You have conscious free will and choice. But this does seem quite a distinct confirmation. My beautiful pile twos, I also want to just say, look at the Ace of Wands with the Phoenix here. The Phoenix rising from the ashes. I think your energy will return as well. For some of you, your energy will return if this has been depleting. But this is all about empowerment. And I do think, yeah, empowerment through self-respect and recognizing that you are in a position to make a really significant choice that is for you, pro you, thumbs up to you. Pile 2, this I think is your reading. Beautiful souls, at the time of uploading this, we are in eclipse season, so there is a lot of this kind of balancing, weighing up, decision making, and we're at a quarter moon as well. But whenever you come to this, it's a timeless reading. The timing will be right for you. And my beautiful souls, during eclipse season, my tarot course is half price, so if you want to jump on board and really learn how to read the cards, join me for community events and doing all sorts of really exciting stuff, do check it out. Tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. Look at this beautiful, beautiful little fawn here. In her arms, really protected. You've got a cougar, you've got a crow, you've got an owl. I think you're very, very, very loved. We've got deer antlers here as well. I feel as though the animal nation are really supporting you at the moment. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. And what do we have in the imagery here? More animals. Even Archangel Michael is holding a bird. I assume like a bird of prey. We have a unicorn. We have some cattle and maybe sheep down here. Admit the truth and act accordingly. Okay. I think if you have a gut feeling about something, this is an absolute yes, thumbs up to your gut feeling is correct. And I think that's really telling you that already. Remember who you are. You've got another Archangel Michael card coming through. You are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. You are indeed. You're loved and you're supported. Your gut feeling about something is 100% correct. I think that's what's coming through. So that's a yes to that gut feeling. You have Kangaroo, be a force for good, Archangels Rochiel, Gercesia and Sandalphon. Wow. Kangaroos are, I'm going to say they protect their young in a pouch. And look at how protected this beautiful, beautiful little fawn is. I think you are being incredibly protected. I'm wondering why we've got so much protection being shown to us here around you. Is it because your gut feeling is picking up on something and you are questioning it? Or maybe you're not feeling 100% about acknowledging or wanting to acknowledge what you feel in your gut feeling? Let's find out. Let's see what else we have. Talisman. My goodness me, look at the path ahead of you. Absolutely being lit up. Pile 3, I just feel this reading is reinforcing again and again and again and again with every card that you are incredibly protected and that your gut feeling is 1,000% correct. And yes, you should follow that gut feeling, whatever this is about for you. Let's see what else your tarot cards are going to show us. I'm genuinely wondering why there is this sense of so much protection around you, being nurtured in some way. Let's check out and find out more. Do you know, this is so interesting, my beautiful souls. I do my recordings in it. I have a little pod so that I'm really, it's really peaceful in here. There's no external noise. And yet somebody above me, in the room above, is pacing, and they're right above my pod. And this like rarely happens. Occasionally they walk in or out of their room, but they're literally pacing up and down. And I'm just sort of very conscious, you may even have been able to hear it a little bit, but it feels intrusive. And I'm wondering if there is something here, whether that's like part of your message, because it's very unusual for somebody to be constantly standing right above me, hovering over me. Normally I don't get that kind of interruption here. Or if I do, it's just brief, it's momentary while they pass through. But for somebody to be walking backwards and forwards, it's like, I don't know whether there's something like you've been pacing around this, you know, going over and over it, or whether there is something that feels like it's hanging over you, or whether there is just, I'm wondering what that might be saying, because I'm seeing a lot of protection around you. Even the owl sort of almost protecting your crown chakra here. Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. What do we have? You have the Page of Swords, and look at the light above you. And the Page of Swords is interesting because the Page of Swords, it's that spark of an idea. It's that awareness. It's that learning. You've got two pages, Page of Swords and Page of Cups. You have the Five of Wands. Look at the competitiveness going on here. Another page, Page of Pentacles. You've got the Knight of Swords, followed by the Queen of Swords, followed by the Lovers, followed by the Ace of Wands. Wow, that's quite some lineup, and amazing to really confirm something. Okay, I actually think you are in a very interesting position where you are going to be, well, basically, I think there's something about you. You're going to be flourishing. And I think there's somebody who's quite possibly jealous or envious of you. They'd almost quite like to interrupt your progress if they could. They'd like to burst your bubble. You have an idea. You've got a vision. You've got something that is really worth protecting and nurturing. And I think there's somebody or something around you that would like to sort of, to burst your bubble. Keep your vision. Hold your vision. And I want to say, make a very clear choice to hold your vision, because there's a real spark. Look at the phoenix rising from the ashes here. Interesting energy around these readings. There really is. Every single one of them, because we could use the same thing here as well. This is, yes, trust your instincts. It's also potentially, yes, navigate, invest in something, keep going with something. It could be about making a choice as well with the Lovers. The Lovers is principally a card of choice with, conscious choice. What I would call maturity of choice. And by maturity of choice, I don't mean, I mean having the wisdom to choose the right pathway. Trust your instincts. This is an absolute yes, yes, yes. Your instincts are right. Your gut feeling is right. If there's a pathway in front of you and you're thinking you want to follow it, even if it's a bit competitive. I mean, there's various sort of energies and messages coming through here with this card sitting here with the Five of Wands. So I do think for some of you, maybe literally it's like your ship is coming in. I think there is genuinely a pathway ahead of you. Maybe you have an idea or a project or something that you are wanting to kind of keep going with. Keep going. There's something that you can really, really invest in here, and it's an absolute yes. Nurture it, look after it. You'll be protected in order to bring it forth. For some reason, there is some kind of a block or an opposition around you. It could be that this is a competitive market and you're still being encouraged to completely go for it. The pathway will unfold in front of you. It could be that there is someone around you who's a bit envious or jealous of your idea, your abilities, and they can see that you could be really, really successful and they'd like to burst your bubble. Keep going. You are going to be rising. I do feel there could be a choice. This is where I was talking about the yeses and the nos of these readings. There could be a choice to make. I'm going to ask for a bit more information about this card, but truly, what you are protected. You're being protected and guided to move along a particular path that is unfolding in front of you. You're going to be rising. It doesn't matter what you perceive to be in the way. Admit the truth accordingly to yourself and act accordingly. So one is self-belief, nurture your project, but the other is also a gut feeling. If there's somebody who could sabotage you or burst your bubble, well, then you're going to want to say no to them because you need to then move along the pathway that you are being invited to walk along. You have the King of Swords. Oh my goodness me, really stay on track. Stay on track with this. I just think you maybe have a brilliant idea. Isn't it interesting, the progression? We've got Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Your idea can grow. We've got like a contract in his hand. I just feel you can really go from strength to strength to strength here. You have the Three of Wands. This is a card where your ship is coming in. Look at it. I said that when I looked at the Page of Cups. This is an absolute yes to follow a particular pathway. It really, really is. Do you know, it may be that you have choices in front of you whereby, because this is a choice card of maturity, it could be you have choices in front of you, and there could be a choice that looks like like a quick fix, or looks like it could bring you in some money in the short term, or, something that could be lucrative. On the other hand, you could persevere with something and it could be really big. So you could be in a dilemma about a decision here, whether you say yes to something or no to something, because something, or sort of almost like which route do you go down, which pathway. Hold the bigger picture, hold the bigger vision. Eight of Wands, beautiful. It could also be, I will then say, now we've got the Eight of Wands looking at these geese, it could be that there's a collaboration. You're being so guided and protected. If this is a collaboration or a working with people, again, maturity of choice. Make sure you look at the details of the contract. But this is still, so you're making a decision to move ahead, to collaborate, but to do so with awareness. Yeah, if you are, this is definitely a yes. This is all about moving forwards with something. Seven of Cups. This is very much having your head in the clouds, full of ideas. I do think you have an idea, a vision of something. And I honestly think it is really, really, it's magical. I think this is an idea that can really be manifested. It can take shape. Yes, there will be choices and decisions along the way. Right now, I think there is some sort of choice or decision around this. It could be about whether you collaborate with somebody. It could be to do with even a business partnership with the lovers. You engage with someone. If this is to do with, if your question, your yes, no question was to do with partnership in love, it would be suggesting that this is worthy of, just be really clear about what you would want in a relationship. I just feel you can really, I think you can bring something forth here, and I think you're meant to, like the phoenix rising. There is a pathway unfolding in front of you, and your gut feeling about this is right. It really is. Trust your instincts. Admit the truth. And if there's a gut feeling that says somebody is envious or jealous of your amazing project, well, you're right, but keep going. It could even be, cutting cords with somebody in order to move and work in a greater team, a bigger team. But whatever this is a definite yes. Keep going with it. This is worth the investment. Yeah, even if somebody would like to burst your bubble, but your reading is very forward-looking, and it's just showing you how much protection there is around you. I'm blown away by the level of protection. I think the level of protection is quite possibly because what you are going to bring forth really does have profound promise, and it is absolutely worthy of bringing forth, which is why I think they are offering you so much protection, because they want you to bring it forth. It's an amazing thing to make happen. We have the Hermit, and we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, don't miss this opportunity. Keep going. And you have the Fool. Take that risk, launch it, get going, commit, make it happen. That there is definitely, there is a pathway in front of you, and it's a definite yes to that pathway. And I want to say, don't miss that opportunity. Grab it, like grab the snake by the, by the neck, really. Very interesting. Shedding skins, moving on. Grasping what is possible. It's interesting, isn't it, when we think about protection, when you pick up a snake, that could feel like a dangerous thing to do, and yet this is worthy of there's a fascinating energy around you, there really is. But whatever is around you, you are being guided, protected massively to your gut feeling is right. So whether, as I said, your gut feeling is a moving forward, I think it's all moving forwards. Everything is a yes to moving forwards. And there's some sort of almost like glitches around it with these sort of Five of Wands. But this is super. It's a real yes. Hold that vision, dream big, and really trust that you'll be supported, and indeed, I'm going to say massively protected, to bring this forwards. It's like the right people come at the right time. But yeah, I think your ship is coming in a big way. So absolutely stay on track. Amazing. Just amazing. And disregard the naysayers, if there are any, whatever this might be. If that's an element of the reading for you, it will apply to some, but not all. Pile 3. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you've come to it, keep me posted in the comments. Let me know what's happening in your world. I'm uploading this during eclipse season, and indeed today is a quarter moon. It's such a time when we do often sort of weigh things up and consider circumstances and make decisions. It's a really good time to really align with that energy. But my beautiful souls, If you're watching it as I upload it, my tarot course is half price for eclipse season, so jump on board if you would like to. It is very, very different. It's a real, yeah, it's sort of psychotherapy based, so do jump on board if that's something that appeals to you. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you again for another reading really soon.